Anything else?
No, I mean, do you want to go back to like? I mean, we already talked about how it affects society.
Wait, Gian, did you even say what you said about the safe haven?
Yeah, I said, what's it called? It takes you back to that one thing, um, Last of Us, how, like, you're not free, you're still working if you're going with the
Oh
military.
yeah,
Being a prison, yeah,
I
Like,
remember.
it's like a prison.
yeah.
Mm,
You think we're good? We're good. You want to get like one more bit or something? You want to talk about
One
Left
more
4
just in
Dead?
case.
Yeah,
yeah,
because
Hey,
I'm
bring
gonna
up
be
Left 4 Dead
editing
or
this on the
something.
trip.
I mean, how can you bring up Left 4 Dead, though? Like,
I forgot how the game goes.
no, because Left 4 Dead, it's like called, oh yeah, there's a storyline, man. I don't know storyline, but, like, their zombies are, like, weird. Like, they're not, I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, like they're like specific, like got powers or something.
I don't know.
No one
We
laughing?
need to bring up
Okay,
one more
just me.
topic, though, I feel like. We need one more thing.
Okay, let me search it up.
More about like shelter.
Let
No,
me
not shelter. We went over
let me
shelter.
read the comments that people
I
said
was about
on
to
it.
say that. I was literally about to do that.
This girl
But
said, excuse me. This girl said, uh, I would say to see how they come. How did this came about?
strengths and
In
weaknesses
each other. What if zombies came about?
and stress in the situation.
How different types of people would react and how strengths.
Your state of mind during that time. If there's any okay scenarios, we did scenarios.
We did that, I think.
Interesting.
Teacher, we already answered the teacher's question, like most likely to survive.
We should bring up COVID a
Oh.
little bit more.
Yeah, we should. Yola, you down?
mhm.
Okay. How would we bring up COVID a bit more, though?
Mm,
Because it was a pandemic. Because COVID, we didn't turn into zombies. It was just a sickness that went around that we got a cure for. Well, not really a cure, but more of a like a vaccine. It's not a
Yeah.
cure. We can maybe to bring up how we can get like a vaccine for like a zombie apocalypse. Isn't that might not cure them completely, but it could help. It could make them more friendly. I don't know.
You're
Oh
tweaky.
my gosh.
Friendly zombies.
Yes.
Nah.
Or maybe we could talk about the show I was watching where basically you would turn into a monster based on what your weakest feature about yourself was. So like if you were greed, you would turn into a greed monster. So maybe you can say like cuz like you know how COVID affected people differently.
Oh, yeah?
Screw you guys.
We're testing you out right now.
Okay, so how COVID, like, some people lost their taste, some people lost their smell, some people, you know, maybe like that's the type of monster you turn into
A
when you
monster
catch
with no
COVID.
taste.
No, when you catch COVID, instead of losing your sense of taste or smell, you lose your, I mean, you develop like a bad power, not power, but like a bad feature where it's like, oh, like I'm very, oh, you know what? I give up.
There's no way you can like really do it. I think we did it a little bit towards the beginning, didn't we?
Yeah, we did talk about
Like we
COVID
were in a
already.
fearful situation, like how I don't know how COVID like traveled across countries, how like that the season last for us, whatever, traveled across countries. We kind of involved it,
Maybe we could talk about because you know how people were saying COVID gets worse in the summer.
like different
Yeah.
seasons, how like
Yeah,
strong the
do
zombies
How
are.
climate
get
change,
more
how climate change,
feistier?
because climate, no,
Climate
because we could
change,
talk
yeah.
about climate change because the world is getting hotter now. We can say
How
how
it
Didn't we
climate
affect.
already
change
bring
is
up climate
affecting,
change though?
not
I
really.
mean, it lasts for us though. Technically, climate change is what affected the zombies because the world got hotter
That's what I'm saying.
and the fungus grew onto people.
That's what I'm saying. Our
True.
world is
Okay,
getting
Because it
let's
hotter.
talk about
adapted.
that.
All right. Okay, ready? You want to go?
Um,
Okay, I'll start it off. Hold on.
yeah.
All right. So, going back to talking about like the heat on the fungus and all that stuff, how it adapts. Climate change is actually a big issue going on right now.
I'm
Which,
pretty sure that's what happened in Last of Us, because the
Yeah.
fungus had to adapt.
yeah, to the heat and the climate change going on right now. You know, you can think of so many scenarios of what could be happening with what's going on with our world now. Like, what if a fungus is growing on right now? You know, and
And how it's
20 years
adapting,
later,
yeah.
and 20 years later, you know, zombie apocalypse occurs.
Oh yeah, because like there's no reason it should be 70 degrees in January. Not that it has been, but at that point it's getting to there, really.
Yeah.
So can you
Yeah.
imagine how faster the spread would be, how feistier the zombies would probably get? Because you know in the winter, even though they can't really feel anything, in the wintertime naturally it will probably like freeze their joints and stuff. So in the summertime, they'd probably be able to like run, jump on walls and stuff. Like it would
Yeah,
get
that's
worse in the summertime. And not only that, think about the places that are hotter, like Arizona, or
hmm
places
Yeah.
closer to the equator, how much they'd be struggling with the zombies and stuff.
I mean, zombies could also adapt to the cold over time,
I
True,
mean,
like evolve.
yeah,
because
because
everything evolves, everything adapts.
yeah, because like, what if these zombies, as these zombies are evolving, they're like hiding underground,
Yeah, they're like
underground,
hiding and
and
they're
they
like
come out. Yeah.
making traps
Oh.
for you.
I have a question though. All right, so
Go
let's
on.
say this happens, right? Zombies. So would the people in graves, would they suddenly come to life? Like let's say somebody died with a fungus but they didn't actually turn into a zombie. Do you think that fungus could develop into the zombie type
I
if
mean,
they're already like recently buried?
the
I
corpses that they use are already dead. So I mean, they kill them. They don't. It's not already dead. They kill them throughout the time. So I don't know.
You are I can see where you're trying to like come from, but like I don't think so. Because yeah, um
Actually, you know what? You're right because yeah, they were saying how like it needs to eat the host to survive, and if the host is already dead, then there's nothing to feed on, right?
I mean, they still survive and control it. I'm pretty sure.
Mm, true. But like realistically, where is this fungus coming from?
True.
Like
Hey,
a lab,
you
a
never
science
know.
lab? You think some crazy
It
scientist trying to
doesn't even
cure
have to be a
cancer?
fungus. It could be a sickness too.
True.
It could be anything.
that's yeah, I didn't even think of that. I did not
It could
think
be
of
an
that.
animal, literally an animal biting you. Could like
No, because like you
Rabies.
guys know, you know the movie
Literally.
with Will Smith, I
What,
Am
the-
Legend.
No.
I've heard of it. I
So
don't think I watched it.
basically in that movie, the lady, I'm pretty sure she's trying to come up with a cure for cancer, but it turns out to something really bad, and then like the whole city's just like these weird, they're not even, I don't even think they're zombies, they're like vampires or something, but they're like hardcore. And the thing is with them, they can only move around during the nighttime. So in the sunlight you're good, but as soon as like there's shade, you're done for. So
Wait, what do you mean?
I don't know. Or I was just kind of like talking about this because like Gian was bringing up like it doesn't even have to come from fungus. It can come from like
Like anything.
sicknesses or like
Yeah.
accidental mixtures of chemicals.
No,
That's
yeah,
true.
I literally did not even think of that. So now I'm trying to think of it how it would occur if it came from like an animal.
An animal, like an animal biting you, and like you just turn into a
Like
zombie.
yeah,
Like that'd
like
be,
what if
be
it
scary.
what if it was like something a cow ate and then all of a sudden the pig ate it?
Or you know how like
And
some
then you eat
brands,
those.
you know how some brands test their products on animals, which that's so
yeah.
sad. But like what if they just release those animals into the wild and then boom,
Those
It's the
animals.
Those animals
Yeah.
start a spread
that's
of.
why we need to stop
Testing.
cruelty,
Yeah.
Animal
testing on
cruelty.
animal. Because not only just because of that, but just because like think of the animals. Okay, that's not the point of this podcast, but you
Good
know
point
what
to
I
bring up.
mean.
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
PSA.
All right, well, I guess that concludes our podcast. We'll definitely
Yep.
be doing more in the future.
Definitely be keeping this in
Thank you for
mind.
listening.
Thank you so much. Just plan your plan now before it's too
Yeah,
late. No, I'm
get
just
prepared.
kidding. Not trying to
Yeah.
scare you guys.
Might want to be a little
Definitely,
prepared.
definitely recommend watching The Last of Us. That's a really good
Oh
show.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
We'll be watching after this ends.
definitely.
All right.
All right, bye guys.
Bye.
Thank you for listening.